I'm not the one taking, like, I'm the one getting asked questions, so I'm ready.
Damn it. Hey guys, it's Kim. We're live here at day one at DreamHack Masters Bucharest. I'm here with the one and only Sheever. Sheever, your first LAN event as a host. How is it?
It's exciting and nervous-making, and apparently it's very calm, as in I don't have to do that much in between games, so I have a lot of free time.
For this interview, for example, when were you informed that you would be doing this?
Not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before. So
it was rather short notice. I mean, did you prepare for this event at all? I mean, you have done hosting before, but more of a co-host kind of thing. Usually in a panel with like 3 other people. This time around, you're basically by yourself together with Papa Smurf. So were you really nervous?
I was really nervous. At first, I actually thought I was going to do the hosting by myself and he was going to do the Romanian part. I actually spent time out loud practicing myself, introducing teams and looking up their scores, because I have to be a lot more generic than I normally am when I'm doing interviews and when I talk about games, so I have to be doing the hype part more. So I've been looking up things that could add to the hype factor. I've been like I said, I've been practicing adjectives, because you have to say like all kinds of adjectives so that you can introduce a team with a lot of hype. It hasn't really been put into practice, but at least I spent the time preparing.
Do you already notice like a progression in your hosting?
Yes, because the first time when I was on stage, like I've been there 3 times now, definitely progress. The first time I was just kind of clueless and nervous, and I didn't really know what to say when. And of course, I mean, always, regardless if you're sitting or standing, a co-host takes some getting used to. And of course, I did talk to Papa Smurf beforehand, but of course on stage it's a little bit different still, so that took some getting used to too. But yeah, and I'm getting more comfortable with announcing things as well.
Is that a hint towards an own Sheever announcer pack?
Oh no, there's too many lines involved that you have to fill there. I don't think I'll ever start doing that.
Yeah, and I think you have your fair share of experiences with lines. Speaking of which, when that first came out, were you annoyed at all these people pointing that out, or did you actually take it with a grain of salt?
Well, when it first came out, okay, so I didn't have access to the original commercial. I casted Starladder for that season too. I casted it on my own channel. And I didn't actually notice it was a thing until quite a long bit later, because it was always on the BTS channel where people were saying earn real money, and I didn't have that commercial, so I didn't know it was becoming a thing. And then at some point I'm like I've been learning myself obviously to deal with flame in my own way, and I make jokes about it, so I just embraced it like Sheever Ravage, I guess. So I earn real money now.
Isn't Sheever Ravage also an emote in your chat? I recall something like that, I think.
No, not at the point, but there is a $sign, so that's good. And when someone subscribes, the earn real money sound comes through, so that's pretty nice.
Oh God, I have to subscribe to just to hear that. So yeah, back to your hosting. You've done more hosting than actually casting in the last few months. Is this the trend you're going with? Do you go away from casting now and focus more on like this kind of hosting, interviewing kind of stuff?
Well, I've been casting still quite a bit as well, but not a lot of big stuff. And normally, like for example, when I casted Starladder, I casted a bit with Emerald Bulldog. But that's always when there's also it's being casted on the main channel. I casted a bit for Join Dota as well. Some events, but overall I think that I would be a better host if I also cast. So I like to also pursue the hosting side of things, because it's a lot of fun and I'm learning a lot, and I do like constantly learning, which is of course why people like Dota a lot, because you always keep learning. And I think for me to host better is also to cast more, or to keep casting, because you just learn a lot about Dota when you cast, or at least I do.
I think everybody does, yeah. But when you prepared for this event, did you also consult other people in terms of like hosting? I mean, you have worked with quite a few experienced people in that regard. I
actually haven't, which I maybe should have. But no, I didn't actually consult them, but I did pay more attention to, for example, when ESL was like, after TI, I watch events in a different way, as I pay a lot more attention to hosts. So for example, at ESL, I watch what Red Eye does, what he says, how he tries to control the conversation and point it towards topics he wants to talk about and stuff like that. And I can learn a lot from that just by watching other tournaments. And it doesn't even need to be Dota either. You can just watch anything and learn a lot about the hosting side of the business.
I actually think outside of Dota, there's even more talent in terms of hosting. I mean, Red Eye obviously, and like DJ Weed, they coming from actually other esports. So I think Dota can definitely catch up on that, and maybe you're the one that brings us there. But what do you actually prefer? Because I think there's two kinds of hosting styles. I mean, we have those hosts at the panel where they're sitting, you know, on this long desk with like 4 other people and they're discussing, and he's just basically hosting the whole conversation. And there's the guy on stage that kind of, as you mentioned, introduces the teams and stuff. What do you prefer, or do you even have a preference?
I think for now my preference goes to being on a panel, because I like being able to have a conversation like that and being able to explain my thoughts that way. And maybe it's just because I don't have enough experience yet on stage, because obviously this is my first time, so who knows, maybe like by Sunday I'll be like, oh my god, this job is the shit, I need to do it more, this is the best thing ever. I don't know, it might be happening, but for now I think I like the panel more, but it's only been a day, so.
That's true, that's true. There's two more days to come. Let's talk about your future. You have pointed out, or you have hinted out, that you're looking for an apartment in Sweden, Stockholm. What will you be looking to do there?
Well, I'm going there basically because there's more opportunities in Sweden than there are in the Netherlands. So I will be hopefully having a house with multiple people in there, so that saves a bit on the rent as well. For example, Shane also planning on moving to Sweden. And basically we're hoping on being able to help the Good Studio with shows, maybe get some other, like there's more connection options there as well, and maybe something with TV6 or anything like that. DreamHack of course is there as well. It's just there's a lot more possibilities than there are in the Netherlands, and that's basically why I'm going. So there's nothing set in stone, but the possibilities are there, and they're not in the Netherlands.
Definitely. So you're basically going to be the Good House 2.0, or the B house, I guess. I don't know.
The B house. Let's not have it that name, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Let's not use that word. You're very ever since TA4, you've been really active streaming. Could you also see yourself just becoming a streamer? Like, because there's so many people on Twitch that just stream, that have like a strict schedule, that earn their money just by streaming. Could you see yourself doing that instead of hosting, or maybe having hosting as some sort of on the side kind of gig, I think?
No, I want to have something where I feel like I can grow in and I can learn from. And streaming, I mean, it's nice, and there are little things that you learn to be able to maybe hold the audience longer or better or something like that, but that's not really what I aim to do. So it's nice, and I mean, I like streaming, don't get me wrong, it's nice to do, and I like interacting with the people that watch my stream as well, and it's just fun. But at the same time, I want to be able to do more. So if, for example, if Dota collapses and I can't host and I can't cast, I probably might still stream, but I'd stream next to a different kind of job. I don't want streaming to be my full-time job, I think, because in terms of future prospects, it's just not that great. I don't want to be like 50 and be streaming Dota or be streaming anything.
Grandma Sheever ranked 5K. I don't know. That has some prospect. You did mention if Dota collapses, could you see yourself in another esport?
I find that difficult because I'm like what they call like a mono gamer. So I find a game that I like and I'm all that game. So before Dota I was World of Warcraft and I was all World of Warcraft, and I don't know if I could find another game that I could be like all in. If Dota would crash, I think League of Legends wouldn't really be an option either, because I know what it's like to have better, if that makes sense. Like, because right now I like Dota so much better than League of Legends that I don't think I could ever go for like second best, and I'd probably, like, I don't know.
Hashtag shots fired. But there's, for example, Heroes of the Storm is coming up right now. It's gonna be out of alpha soon-ish. It has some sort of MOBA-esque style. People do say that it's a lot easier than Dota because there's no real progression. I mean, have you tried it yet?
I have not tried it yet. Don't have a key, but I did watch it a bit. It looks very simple. It has rainbow ponies. I don't know. I think it has potential, but I don't think it has the potential to become, for me, a replacement of Dota if Dota would ever fall away. But who knows? I mean, it could happen. I don't know, but I'd rather not think about that because I hope that Dota will continue to live on for a very long time.
So you call yourself a mono gamer, so you really don't play anything else? Hearthstone maybe?
No, I play other things too. I do play Hearthstone a bit, even though I'm really crap at it. So I prefer watching Hearthstone more than I prefer playing it actually. I like Far Cry a lot. I have already got Far Cry 4. 18th of November is coming out. I'm ready for it. I'm gonna play that a lot. So hopefully I won't like instantly finish it because I need to savor every moment of it.
Are you gonna stream it?
Probably yes. I like Tomb Raider a lot, like those type of games. Normally I play those just they're solo play games, right? So I play those to get away, basically, to immerse myself into a world. But I do stream it sometimes as well. I just am not as interactive with my chat as I otherwise would be.
Why don't you stream it beforehand? I mean, you did get access to it beforehand.
What do you mean?
Far Cry 4. Didn't you?
No. I don't have access to it, but I have the game. You can already pre-purchase it on Steam.
Okay. I thought maybe the publishers were like, yeah, sure, promote it, get it. I wish. Yeah, Sheever, thanks for the interview. Do you have any shout-outs? Maybe to your cat? I don't know.
Shout out to my fans and to my subscribers and every regular on Twitch chat out there. I mean, you're the reason I'm here, so I'm very thankful for that. And go like my Facebook, because otherwise my sister will get mad at me. Facebook.com/SheeverGaming.
Yeah, and also follow her on Twitter @SheeverGaming. Thanks for tuning in to the interview. Check out our coverage hub for more.